Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of Strahd. When last we left things, a deadly encounter with a spectre and an animated broom attacked our group, with Agitha Thistlecrown being the unfortunate victim of this broom. Everyone's decided to go into the servants' quarters for a rest.
Yes.
So everyone, except for Agitha, obviously, take the benefits of a long rest.
How do you heal in a long rest?
You just reset.
You can just click
There's
long rest,
everything,
can't you?
Yeah. There's a button at the very top that says long rest. It'll clean everything up for you.
So,
just before we take our rest, was there anything that anyone had picked up that seemed somewhat magical? I could try and see if it's of any use to us. No? Okay then.
I'm gonna say, because you're near the room that has those occult tomes in them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say maybe that you spend some of your downtime in this long rest, like sort of going over those occult tomes.
Yeah.
Can you give me a? I just need to look.
Investigation?
At what it is. No, it's not. It's an Arcana. Arcana check.
Cool.
Arcana.
Bum, bum. 25. With the 25, there's all these like necromantic rituals for a cult called the Priests of Osibus, and fiend summoning rituals and all these tomes. After spending about an hour reading through them and sort of checking the magic with what you know, you can tell that it's complete and utter bullshit. All of it.
There's no magic here at all. This is just woo-woo.
Well, people, you would be familiar with woo-woo, right?
Well, yes, of course. People, I'm sure that if someone was falsely beautiful, someone who is truly beautiful, such as yourself, would be able to tell that they were a fraud.
Okay, what does it mean that the books are full of not magic?
Well, it means that perhaps that ceremony that the lady of the house wanted to conduct was no true ceremony at all. It didn't do anything.
Perhaps
So
they were being fooled.
if they've sacrificed the girl who lived in this room, then it would have been a waste of her life. A waste of her life energy, even.
And yet, we're clearly somewhere where a lot of undead magical things are happening.
Yes, there's more to this place than meets the eye.
As this conversation is happening, Lancelot is next to the dead body of Agitha, who is sort of respectfully placed on the ground, just looking at the body, and that's where the scene sort of just fades out while everyone goes to do their long rest. Meantime, Agitha, you're in the fog at the moment. The billowing fog around you, darkness in the spaces in between the whites, and you find yourself just sort of floating in the ether, unsure where you are, unsure what's happening. You see figures begin to emerge around where the darkness is suddenly like an iris opening up. The scene is laid out before you. You see Lancelot at the front of the house, looking lost, when suddenly there is crying that is heard from the front of the farmhouse, as almost like a replay of that scene that happened that lured you all into the house. You see Lancelot being talked to by these two children, talking about how There's a monster inside the house. The parents have come. The parents are trying to save their little brother. Please save the little brother. And Lancelot running straight into the house, trapping Lancelot, very similar to how you and your friends have been trapped. And as you see this, you hear a whisper, a drill within your mind.
Now, child. We thought you were better stock than this. Couldn't even survive a broom. Shameful. Worthless.
Do you have a response, Agitha, as the iris closes back into the darkness and you're once again in this dark ether with the fog surrounding you?
Do the voices sound familiar?
No.
No.
We had such plans for you. But if you wish to return, we can give you this gift.
You're breaking up, I can't hear you.
Yeah, you're cutting out a bit. You'd speak louder just.
If you wish to return,
I can't hear
Cutting
you
out
even more.
really badly.
I think it is Max cutting out because he's too loud.
if you wish to return, we can give you this gift, this blessing.
Any gift given from you is no blessing, but a curse.
There is no response.
Strings attached.
There is no response. So, as the fog encroaches further close to you, you hear another voice, and I'm not going to bother with doing the changing and whatnot. I'm just going to say you hear another voice that just says, "Do you know the secret of this place, Agitha?"
What?
If you die here, you will not go anywhere else. You will be stuck until you are eventually devoured by the Dark One. There will be no afterlife for you. You will not return. True damnation. Sure, our gifts might have strings. But it is better than the alternative.
Tell me the terms.
It does not work like that. The dark gifts are not something given with thought. They are earned from the darkness. You will find out when you accept. But just know, dear child, it will bring you closer to where you came from, to what you are. Oh, you're muted.
They think for a bit. Fine.
The fog envelops you. And I need you to roll me a d20, please. 13.
The unlucky number.
Okay. Now, Katyana is the only half-elf you don't need to sleep. You kind of go into a trance. Give me a perception check, please, while you're in this trance.
Will do.
13. With a 13, you hear the pitter-patter of Lancelot as Lancelot exits the room. You look up and you see that the body of Agitha is no longer within the room. Agitha is somewhere else, and Lancelot exits the room.
I would wake the others, gently, slowly, and quietly to make sure that obviously there's no shocks to the system. I would just, even without words, gesture to where we had left Agatha's body.
Okay.
You all awaken to see that Agitha is no longer in that spot where you placed her. Lancelot has exited the room, and if you look outside, you can see that Lancelot is going up the stairs. Oh, you're muted, Kieran.
I'll follow my dog.
Oh yeah, so we should follow the dog.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You ascend the stairs with Lancelot as Lancelot is standing where he is. He's standing outside this door here, growling at the closed door.
Which door is this again?
Yeah, sorry, could you ping it?
One that we haven't opened.
That one.
I'm just gonna duck back into this room here, and that was the room where there was the jewelry box.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stash it.
And I'm assuming Katyana didn't stash the actual jewels and whatnot that were in the box.
She didn't want to touch them.
Yeah.
So,
But-
so you will have all that as well.
Yeah, so just as a thing for later, if I'm not doing anything before I go to sleep tonight, I want to identify them and see if they're magic.
Yeah, sure. So, Lancelot
I
is just
open the door.
growling at the door. You open the door, Elle, and you see it is a bathroom. It doesn't seem like there's much here, except the bathtub is filled with mossy, swamp-looking water. And there's a pungent smell coming from this swampy water within the bathtub.
Is there like a plug on a chain? Can I just pull the
Yes.
chain to like drain the tub? Or do I have to stick my hand into the water?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
okay. I'm going to say what happens is there is a chain. You go to pull it, and the chain just pulls out, breaking within the murky water.
That's an ADHD sin, though. You can't make her do that.
So I have to put my hands in there in order to figure out what's going on. Okay, great.
Well, hold on. I
Angus.
have a quarterstaff. I can just poke at it.
Well, that's not really going
Yes,
to tell us
hero.
what it is, right?
What is it, hero?
It'll tell us something is there, but it might. I need to be able to feel it and grab it and see if
Okay.
what we think is in here is actually Agatha's body, because that's what I think is in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody
no.
want to grab me, Angus? Maybe hold on to like my armor and make sure that if I get pulled in, you can help pull me back.
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you so much, hero.
Elle,
It is
you
my
reach
pleasure.
into the murky,
Vindication.
moldy water as this mildew is around it. It stinks as you reach in. You feel a body within. Agitha, as you are floating within the ether, as you are wrapped around by the mists, it begins to move in towards left or right, Agitha? Left or right?
Right.
It begins to coalesce around your right arm. Searing pain begins to attack and assault your arm as the mists enter into your pores. And as that does happen, you feel arms, hands grabbing you by your side. Al, do you pull the body out of the water?
Yeah, I do.
You pull the body out of the water as Agitha, you gasp. Back to
Aggie!
You notice that Agitha's auburn hair has changed. It is a darker palette now, almost as if the swamp waters itself has seeped into the hair. And you notice the right arm of Agitha is covered in a blistering wound, a network of jagged and scar tissue that has seemed to have formed around it. And I'm going to send something to you, Bunny. But
Oh my. Elle.
Agitha, you have returned.
Elle, I thought that you said that was beyond your abilities, but you've done it.
I did not do that. This is not my doing.
I saw it with my own eyes. You're a true hero.
Aggie was dead.
And now you've brought her back. You wouldn't let
Maybe it
me
was
go
the
in.
power of friendship.
It
Or
wouldn't
this
have worked.
house brought her back, Plont.
Oh, I think you're
Agitha.
selling yourself
Aggie.
short there.
Agatha, you're kind of
I
coming
still
to
think it was
as
the power of
everyone is
friendship.
arguing. You're kind of coming to as everyone is arguing. The searing pain is throbbing within your right arm.
Elle is concerned and isn't sure if Aggie is Aggie right now. So she's not attacking, but she's not exactly wanting to let her go either. So
Agitha is like immediately shoving. It feels like a burning sensation, right?
Yeah, a burning
Yeah.
sensation from inside your arm.
Yeah. So they are going to immediately like plunge their arm back into the water, see if that like reduces the pain at all.
It doesn't, but after a few moments, it's almost like psychological in a way of like you kind of start getting used to this pain as you're holding it under and just sort of under your breath, but you retract it once again. It is still throbbing, but it does not, that burning sensation isn't as intense now.
They just like kind of cradle it against their drenched body, black or dark hair, wet,
Almost oily in a way, like it's almost like oil that's just coming off your coming out of your hair and dripping all over your face.
and they're just kind of like, I don't know, either they're on the floor or in someone's arms or something, but they're like shivering, but they're not cold, they're quite warm.
She has gone into shock.
Can I like use a medicine check? Like, does she look like she's hurting or anything like that? Like,
Most
Is it
definitely
obvious
looks
she's
like
in pain? Yeah.
can I do a medicine check?
I'd like to help on the
her
medicine
to try
check.
and help.
Advantage on medicine check, please. So roll again because you have advantage.
18.
With 18, you see that that the pain is mainly centered around this arm that has the scar. This what is it called again? The scar that like lumps out. What are they called again?
Blister?
Atrophic.
No. There's like a word for it, but
It's
it's like
atrophic scarring.
And
It's
a
bubbled.
lumpy scar.
it's bubbled flesh anyway that goes from the wrist to the elbow. And that's kind of where the pain is. It
Either
doesn't.
atrophic or
any-
hypertrophic.
Is there anything I can do in order to like heal her or like?
With your
Like, I
18,
have
I'm
lay
going
on
to say.
hands,
With 18, I'm going to say that it's no.
so it's
there's
nothing that
Pretty-
I can do.
Pretty sure it's this, by the way.
Oh,
Keloid,
yeah,
there
yeah,
you go,
okay,
thank
let's
you.
go.
Keloid scar.
They're also purple then.
I'm sorry, Aggie. If you are Aggie, I don't know what's happened to you, but I can't help you. And you were definitely dead.
They seem to want to form words, but they kind of just fall apart into slight whimpers before they become anything decipherable. And she seems to be looking around for something, like an object, or like she's like patting the ground and like she's searching.
Lancelot patters up to you and sort of rests close to you, and as you're sort of searching for something, just starts licking your hand, sort of trying to comfort you in a way.
Instinctively, oh my god, I'm gonna do it. Instinctively, there's gonna be a moment where they're touched by this kind, sweet, pure creature, and the instinct is to kind of bellow out,
Away from me, stupid mutt!
I'm just going to do a quick check. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Lancelot is going to just sort of whimper and just back away and go behind Angus.
and then kind of
How
like
dare you, Aggie?
kind of like snap to, and with their good hand, like try and reach out as if to say sorry, but again the words just fall apart.
She's not doing this on purpose. She's
If
Still-
this is Aggie,
Still,
We
Lancey
still don't
Poo is a
know.
good boy.
we still
Nancy
don't know.
Poo
if
is
this
a good
even Aggie.
boy, but I think perhaps
What
Aggie
do
just
you-
needs some time to adjust. Aggie has been through something horrible.
I expect
Yes,
apology
she-
later.
They came
Yes.
back from
Not
the
for me,
dead.
but for Lancey Poo.
we don't know if they have come back themselves or someone has come back within.
them. Yeah.
Well, we saw that it was Elle that did this. This is
Plont?
clearly
She's
work
already
of-
told you it
Here.
was not her.
It wasn't me. I
now is
don't
no
have
time
this
to be
ability.
modest.
Is there like broken glass or anything within the bathroom?
There is a mirror there that you can smash if you would like to get broken glass.
With wobbly legs, almost as if she was like a newborn foal, just kind of like, you know, very weakly trying to get up, and with their good hand grabbing hold of the basin and like lifting herself up feebly, they will like look at the mirror, look at that hideous scarring, and then with their soon to not be so good hand, smash the mirror.
Whoa.
What is happening?
I'm gonna grapple Aggie.
I mean, I think Angus has been in this situation with Aggie before, right?
So
Yeah, I'm
Um,
fucking grappling her.
you grab Agitha as Agitha smashes the mirror. Agitha, what are you doing?
She's just screaming over and over again, I need it! I need it!
You need the mirror that you just smashed?
Glass! I
Where?
need the glass!
Where were you?
Why?
Where did you go?
Give me the glass!
Absolutely not.
Then you take the glass!
And do what with it?
Cut this open! It
What-
burns inside!
I understand. And I
No,
I'm-
you
I'm
don't.
sorry.
There's something in me.
Oh my.
Where were you? We can't just cut open your hand and your arm until we get more information. What if it makes it worse?
I can't. I can barely think through the pain. I saw the fog.
Can I do, in this instance, would Divine Sense let me know what's going on with her arm at all?
Not really, to be honest.
No? Because it only helps with,
But
like, celestial
It's a
fiends
it's a
and
cantrip,
undead.
right? It's a cantrip.
I don't know what
Not
that
really.
means.
Must be
She gets a number of uses equal
Yeah,
to
if you
want
want to
plus
use
her
one, if you want to pop,
charisma.
do you want to pop one off right now, and I can give you some
Yeah.
information if you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one.
Yeah. You don't
Is it being
sense anything.
consecrated or desecrated?
No.
I get that information.
No. So, in fact, you don't feel any malevolence or evil coming from Agitha as Agitha is screaming. You don't feel any kind of darkness or anything like that. It's just, you can just tell that it's just a very hurt, disturbed person at the moment.
Okay. Listen, Aggie, I can't sense anything coming from your arm. I can tell that you're in pain, but I don't think the solution is to cut open your arm.
Do you
think
flex
that's gonna make it worse.
the muscle in your arm, Agitha?
Yeah.
As you flex and tense the muscle in your arm, the scar begins to tear open as this bright light begins to emanate from where the scar is and engulfs the whole room, sort of blinding everyone for a moment, allowing your eyes to adjust, but you just see Agitha as she's screaming in pain as this wound has opened, just shedding out this bright light within this room. But as the bright light is being expelled from your arm, Agitha, you feel relief, in a way. Until eventually, after a few moments, the scar stitches itself back up and the light dissipates. And the pain is still there, but it is a dull thrum at the moment. The expelling of the light, a relief.
Wash him, little Miggle.
What the
What?
hell was that?
What did you bring back with you?
I don't know.
How are you back?
I was floating in fog. And there were these voices shaming me for dying so soon, so easily. They told me that those that die here, they don't move on to the afterlife. They're trapped and tormented until eventually they're devoured by the Dark One.
The dark.
Who's the Dark One?
I don't
Who were
know.
those voices? Were they also people or things that had died here?
I don't know.
So then how did you come back?
I don't know.
I'm finding it a little bit difficult to grasp here. You died. Voices said that things that die get eaten or consumed by this Dark One, and yet you're back. And a bright light comes out of your arm.
Well,
See what I
what-
mean? This is a little weird.
What if none of us are alive anymore?
What do you mean?
What if we were taken and we're in some sort of...
Hell?
Yes,
I mean,
boys.
look around us.
Yes,
Only
boys.
hell would keep me here, bring me back with another suffering. They said that when I would come back, I would be closer to what I am.
What are you?
Damaged.
Damaged how?
Have you heard of the tales of the changelings?
I don't. Chris, how do we know this information? If we were or not?
Let's just say no, just for the sake of roleplay.
Okay. No, I'm sorry, I don't know about changelings.
There are fairy tales that describe children being stolen from their beds when they are young and replaced with an illusion them, or a monster.
And so you believe yourself to be one of these monsters?
No. I think I'm the result of what happens when two people are desperate enough to go to the entity that is responsible for that wickedness. I've been searching for an answer. I'm on borrowed time. If I don't find the power or the answer soon enough, I won't be me anymore. I will become a hag. Those vile things.
Now I need to know, was this who you always were, or is this because of you coming back from the dead?
I've always been this way. But that darker part of me feels stronger now. The voice is a little louder. It's corruption, more filthy.
Gurgling
the house?
is heard from the bathtub that is filled with that swamp water. You all turn to look as the water begins to drain out of the bathtub, and this sort of just moss and mildew is just surrounding the porcelain within the bathtub as the water circles down into the drain, and it leaves behind a mummified chicken foot.
Is that yours, Agitha?
I'll take it. Does it look familiar in any way?
No. Something about it calls to you. As you hold this mummified chicken foot. It's almost petrified. Like it is a message from somebody that you're not sure who yet.
It is. Mine, I mean. And then she puts it away.
Okay.
A lot of questions here and seemingly no answers. But you're back. So, welcome back.
I need you all to promise me that if I ever become too far gone, that you stop me.
Well, how far is too far gone? Perhaps walking around a house, insisting the walls are made of meat and cutting them?
There is a physicality to my wretchedness. When I grow a hump on my back and my nose elongates and my teeth turn to sharp iron stakes, I feel like you'll know when the time has come.
All right.
And then all of that kind of sass, that vibrancy, that self-assuredness, that almost seductive suaveness that they possess when they approached you for the first time, Plont, it's gone. The vibrancy of their hair is as cold as their current mood, and they are dead behind the eyes.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on you, friend. Won't we? We'll all keep an eye on Agitha.
A bark from Lancelot. A happy bark.
Good boy.
We will do what we must.
We will try.
You must rest. This place is not done with us yet. Far from it.
So at this point, everyone returns back to the servants' room, finishes off their rest. Agitha, you take your full long rest. And I will ask everyone, once you awaken, what is the plan of action? Are you going to talk amongst each other, or are you just going to continue to explore?
Shall we continue exploring upstairs? Perhaps.
There was a door that opened upstairs that
We have not yet.
not allow us to investigate because
Yes.
we needed rest. So
And it seemed to be where the maid's quarters was.
yeah, I think we should go back up there.
I think that's a good plan, yes. And of course, the stairs continue up. There's more floors for us to look into.
No,
I
the stairs
suggest-
stop
Oh,
here.
they don't? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Sorry, my
third
bad.
landing's like the top of the stairs.
Have you been drinking?
No, I was just so worried about you when you fell unconscious from that thing. I thought that there was more to explore, but I guess not.
Mm-hmm. Regardless, I do
s-
believe we need to explore that room.
I agree.
Me too. However, I do suggest that if we run into a broom again in a closet that's attacking us, we just shut the door and lock it.
Yes, we leave.
So with that, the five of you ascend up the stairs. Agitha, the whispers, just in your head, just very slight, but you can hear whispers. Something is... This place is more... You're more attuned to what is happening in this land, you feel.
Yeah, actually, I wonder. They're going to focus on listening to the whispers to see if they can pick up any insight.
Give me an
Ooh.
insight check, please.
So,
Okay. You try to listen into the whispers, but it's almost like they realize that you're listening in, and they start getting louder and louder and louder. When you are all going up the stairs, you kind of see Agitha just crinkle her face as she's trying to listen in to something that none of you can hear, until eventually, Agitha, you hear a voice that booms through the whispers that just says, "You are so young, child, coming to my land. Such sights you have yet to see. I look forward to meeting you. Until eventually the whispers disappear.
I commit that voice to memory.
But
This,
the five... Oh, sorry. You go.
this place is loud.
It's,
I don't hear anything.
it's really not. It's quiet.
I do not think she's speaking about normal speech.
What do you hear?
Whispers, spirits. A man. A man. He wishes to show me the sights that only this land can show.
Okay.
Not important right now. We need to keep moving.
Katyana would go further upstairs and go straight into the room that they'd been in. She'd be cautious.
As all five of you make your way into the room, you all see that the mirror where the spectre had come out of is ajar. It is open. There's something behind the mirror.
Oh.
Great.
Without looking in the mirror as much as possible, Katyana would try and open the door to get a better view of what's inside.
You open where the mirror is, and it reveals a secret door that shows stairs leading up.
That's what we were looking for.
It's a cobweb-filled wooden staircase leading up. So, make your way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elle wants to take a look around this room because once the battle happened, she didn't really get a chance to look around before she goes up the stairs. Like, was there anything like on the side tables or like the...
Give me a
dresser?
perception check, please.
I suck at perception. Oh my
I'll assist.
Yep, advantage.
Oh, so I'm so bad. Oh, even worse.
There are lots of intricate panelings and carvings within the wood of this room. The various I've forgotten the word for it. You know, like the bit of wood at the bottom of a wall. What are those called again?
Baseboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baseboards.
So those have all got intricate patternings of IVs, and you can see it. It looks quite nice from what you can see from the ornate wooden frames around. But that's all you really notice.
Okay, then I'm gonna go up the hidden staircase.
I'm so afraid.
Oh, I didn't see a damn
me-
thing.
What's at the top of their staircase, please?
Give me one moment. I am just going to move the characters to a point of where you're not going to reveal everything, so I just need to do this all individually one by one.
Yes, go marching one by one.
What's the marching order here? So who's at front, who's at back?
Katyana, then me, then Elle. To be the order we walked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess Plont.
And then Agitha at the back. with Lancelot with them. So I'm just...
Right up her ass.
Oh god, I accidentally revealed something. Just because there's not enough space here, I'm just going to have to put both Lancelot and Agitha over on this side. Okay, so Katyana, you come up to, you go up the stairs, the wood creaks as you all make your way up the staircase, and you see that, that there is a door there before you that is closed. You go to try to check the door to see if it is open, and the door opens. Do you walk inside?
Yes, but I'm going to obviously glance over my shoulder and make sure that I have people with me before I go in.
You have the whole line of the party behind
Angus
you.
has his sword drawn.
Yeah. So she would enter the room. Forward.
Cool. I'm just going to move everyone into this room now. Oh, God. So, you enter into a bare hall that is choked with dust and cobwebs. Several doors lead from this attic corridor, including a door that is held shut with a padlock. The door with a padlock is this door in particular. There are several other doors around here.
Elle is looking at the padlock door.
I was going to say, can I examine the padlock itself? Is it iron like the key that I have?
It is indeed.
I would pull the key out and show it to Elle, obviously, because she's right there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've found what this belongs to.
Should we open this door first or last, then, is the question.
Perhaps last, after further investigation. Must be locked to keep something in.
Or to keep us out.
Be either. But okay, let's check the other doors before we open this one.
Mm-hmm. So...
Okay. Which doors in particular are you going to check?
I go for this one.
Check the one at the end of the hall and see if I hear anything.
Okay. You listen and you can't hear anything other than the rustling wind through the wooden house. Same for you as well, Angus. You don't hear anything other than the wind whistling through the boards of this house. Who enters first into their respective rooms? Okay, Angus. So, Angus, you enter into
right now.
a dust-choked room that contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a small iron stove, a writing desk with a stool, an empty wardrobe, and a rocking chair. A smiling doll in lacy yellow dress sits in the northern window box, cobwebs draping it like a wedding veil. So it will be this area here is where the doll is. But yeah. That is what you see once you're in this room. Elle, are you going to go into your respective room?
I'm going to see if the door is unlocked. Can I open it?
Which one in particular?
Oh, are there more than one?
There's one
on
each.
one in front of you, one behind you.
The one in front of me, I suppose. Yeah.
Yep, it is unlocked.
Okay. I'll go in.
Cool. You open the door of this room. Wait, in front of you, is it this one or?
Right there.
Yeah.
I just went in.
Cool. This web-filled room contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove. Doesn't seem to be much more. Just because it's the exact same description as the other one. There's not a lot more in this room other than that, from what you can see.
Can I use perception to see if there's anything hinky going on or something of value in here?
I'm just going to say, there's nothing going on here. There's nothing of value within this room. In fact, to be honest, this room just feels like a time waster.
Oh, great. What about the other door across the way?
Okay, so you go into that room.
This room is different.
You see a dusty chamber packed with lumpy, squat shapes draped in dusty white sheets. An old iron stove stands against the right side wall. Stands against the right side wall, and there also what looks to be a large trunk covered by a sheet near the stove. So that will be that thing over there.
Oh. Well. What are these things? Do they look like furniture to me? Like
they look like they're stored. They look like they're stored furniture. In fact, if you pull one of the sheets off, you can see that they're like chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, and the like.
Okay.
And they're all draped with these sheets. But yeah, if you go near you pull the sheet next to the chest-looking thing near the stove. And you see that it is a trunk of, it is a wooden trunk. Do you open the trunk?
Yeah.
You
if I can,
open,
if it's not locked.
It's unlocked. You open the trunk and you can see a crumpled skeletal body inside, wearing the same clothes as the nursemaid that you saw.
Yeah.
Wrapped in a tattered bedsheet with stained, dried blood. Give me anybody around. Can you give me a medicine check, please? So I believe that's just Katyana and Al.
16.
16. With a 16, you see that there are multiple knife wounds, multiple chips that are within the bones that suggest that this person was stabbed repeatedly.
It looks like we have found our sacrifice.
Yeah. Why is she in a trunk? Shouldn't she have been, I don't know. I would expect sacrifice to look a little different than trying to hide a simple murder.
Perhaps they were interrupted. Perhaps, as suggested, the ritual is not in fact a ritual at all, and there was something darker going on beyond the understanding of the people in the home.
If I were to search the body, would I find anything? Like if I opened it, like would I find anything of any value or importance?
No, it's as I said, it's a skeletal body. There's nothing much there. The only thing that links it to that that nursemaid is the clothing is exactly the same. But you feel a cold chill over your shoulder as you're looking over this body.
Should we do anything with it, or should we leave it?
Perhaps it is best to leave it for now. Should we manage to lift whatever is plaguing this home, we could arrange a proper burial then.
Okay. I'll just reshut the chest and does it look like there's anything else of any value in this room besides like the covered furniture?
No, unfortunately not. It's the covered furniture is quite there's nothing really of value here from what you can see from a brief glance. Meanwhile, Agitha, Plont, you two are kind of outside. Is there anything in particular you're doing while you're staying outside, or are you just kind of allowing everybody else to? Yeah.
Plont is keeping an eye on Agitha.
She's breathing less frequently and more shallow. She doesn't blink as often. And she seems cooled of a sort.
Agitha, do you mind if I see something? This place is quite strange. There may have been a spell put on you, and I can see if that's the case. If that is the case, then we know that something's wrong. We can start looking for ways to fix it.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you just need to stand there, and I'll just touch, not that arm, this arm, the healthy one, and I'll say some words, and it'll take me about 10 minutes.
Very well.
I'm going to cast Identify as a ritual, which tells me if she's subject to any spells.
You spend the 10 minutes while everyone's looking around, sort of focusing on that. No, there are no spells that are over Agitha at this point.
Okay, well, I mean, at least we've ruled it out, but it's not like someone's cast a spell on you.
Well, whatever did this to me was very powerful.
Yes.
They would have been able to cover their tracks if they so chose, or...
Can you give me a religion check, please, Plont?
Yes.
Cool. The 17, the story that Agitha had said with the fact that spirits have nowhere to go, it kind of tells you that probably what's happened is whatever force is over this land merely plucked the spirit of Agitha and placed it back into the body. So almost doing like a resurrection of some type, but with a sort of dark, macabre twist to it, as you can clearly see from the damaged arm.
Well, What I can tell you is, having narrowed out the possibility of this being, I guess, something having cast a spell on you or something like that, it's similar to what I thought that Elle had done. You know, I'm sure someone who's familiar with the arcane as you are has heard of, perhaps even witnessed, the recently dead being brought back to life. What you said about spirits not leaving this place, it sounds like something has caught your trapped spirit and brought you back.
They weren't done playing.
Yes. Do you mind lowering your head? Just let me have a look at where the broom hit you. I don't do a medicine check to see if there's like actually a skull fracture. They've been resurrected, but their skull is still broken.
You have a look. I'm not going to make you worry about doing the check.
Yeah, okay.
It's just a simple thing. It's fine. Everything looks fine from what you can see.
Yes. Look, there's nothing physically that I can see. I'm running out of ideas here. I think that maybe just take it easy, and hopefully over the next few days, you'll feel more like your old self.
At this point, I'm going to go over to Angus, who is inside that room. You go up to the doll. Do you brush the cobwebs away, pick up the doll, or what do you just stare at it?
Yeah, I was gonna just brief look over the writing desk and then move on to the doll. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a wee look at it. I might not pick it up straight away, but I'll have a wee look at it.
There's nothing on the writing desk from what you can see. You move over to your sight moves over to the doll. Once again, cobwebs are covering it, almost like a veil over its face, but it's just sitting there unmoving next to a window that looks out to the farmlands outside that are once again choked by fog. The fog coming very close to the house.
Can I poke it with my sword prior to picking it up?
You poke it with your sword. The cobwebs breaking apart as the blade goes through, and the doll just kind of slumps over and falls off onto the ground, clattering onto the ground.
Sure, I'll judge that as sufficient magical research for good old Angus, and he'll pick it up and he'll sort of carry it by the neck as he wanders about the rest of the room.
At this point, everyone regroups into the main hall, I will say,
No, because if the thing's haunted, I don't want to be there.
Well, you don't know that he's got this, so unless
I know,
you have some kind
but
of...
I didn't make the decision to go.
So, you all regroup, take it away, decide what you're going to do.
That is a creepy looking thing.
Probably cursed.
What is that?
He'll chuck it at Plont without saying a word.
It jumps out of the way, just lets it go to the ground. Why would you do that?
Look at it.
See if it is
Magic.
woo-woo.
I can. It'll take me another 10 minutes or so.
Lancelot looks at you expectantly, looking at the doll,
Give it
just
the
panting.
Is that a good idea if it is haunted?
Better the dog than me.
Perhaps after we determine if it is haunted or not. If it is, then we'll throw it into a trunk and lock it in there.
There's a trunk in the other room, actually.
Oh,
So it is already occupied.
junk.
Apparently it was considered technically. But no, it is the remains of the maid.
Oh.
Oh,
I get the feeling that the people who lived here were not very nice people.
Don't start your ritual.
Okay. And so I'll cast Identify on the on the doll.
It is
She's like, you're getting distracted. Let's not.
It is a normal doll.
Oh, it's just creepy looking. Hey, Lancelot, fetch!
And then he goes and fetches the doll.
Good boy.
Agitha immediately, without consulting anyone, begins to just almost move on as if she's not quite there.
Well, perhaps
Katyana.
now into this locked room.
Yeah, so Katyana would take out the key again. Kind of inspect the lock itself again to see if there's anything, like any obvious sigil or anything that says that once she tries to unlock it, it's going to trigger something.
It's just a normal lock from what you can see.
So she is going to try and unlock it with the key that she has.
The key goes into the lock and the padlock. You hear a click as you turn it, and the padlock falls onto the ground, and leaving the door ready to be opened.
All right. She's going to ready her daggers and then push the door open.
Mm-hmm. You push the door open and you see a room that contains a bricked up window flanked by 2 dusty wood-framed beds sized for children. You see a toy chest with windmills painted on the sides of it, and a dollhouse that is a perfect replica of the dreary house that you stand within. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor, however, are 2 small skeletons, wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The clothing of the children that were outside. The smaller of the 2 skeletons cradles the stuffed bear that you also recognize as being the one that Thorn was holding.
This is the children's
Angus.
room.
Angus, those children you spoke to outside, did you physically touch them at any point?
You just see sort of Angus sort of like glaring at you, an intense stare as he sort of nods his head no.
Oh.
The children have died and been kept here.
And they've been dead a long time, it seems, since all that's left are bones, just like the nurse.
They weren't allowed to go.
They were locked in.
You said there were the remains of the maid, yes?
Yes.
Perhaps we put them in that same trunk, so later we can bury them.
I think it is the respectful thing to do. Katyana would start to gather one of the sheets off of the bed to, as respectfully and gently as possible, gather the children to take them.
As you touch the bones of the children and start wrapping them within the sheets, a voice is heard as all of you see 2 figures, spectral figures of the boy and the girl appear. And the girl says, "Are you here to come and play with us?"
Like the way that you ask that.
What are you asked us to come in here.
No,
We
we've
met
never
you
seen
outside.
No, we've never seen you before. The doggy's got my little Daisy. As Rose sort of goes up to Lancelot, and Lancelot drops the doll in front of the spectre of the girl, and she tries to pick up the doll but is unable to.
Maybe Katyana would try and pick up the doll and she would give it to the little girl's bones.
Thank you. I can't pick things up lately. It's hard to play. Thorn wants to play with his little bear as well, but we can't. It's been so lonely up here.
If you have not seen us before, then who was it who greeted us?
It was the house.
What do you mean? A house can't greet someone.
This house can.
And the house
Why?
pretends to be you?
Yes.
Did the house kill you?
Thorn, who's been quiet the whole time, the little boy, just sort of starts to sort of cry a little bit, and she just Rose just sort of tries to calm her brother down, and she says, "No, it was our mother.
And where is she?
I'm sure she didn't mean to. She put us in here and told us that there was the monster in the basement. And I heard the lock and they never came back. And we were
In the
so
basement?
hungry.
What monster is in the basement?
I don't know.
What sounds did you hear?
We heard our brother Walter crying. His mother took Walter. The nursemaid, she was screaming as well. I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. Margaret. But Mother took Walter as Margaret was screaming and the door was closed, and suddenly the screaming all stopped. And we heard terrible noises down from below.
Where is here?
Here? What do you mean?
What country are we in?
You're in Barovia.
Does that ring a bell for anyone?
So
If this monster is in the basement, then
we need to go there. But before
Did
we
we-
go there,
See a basement when we were downstairs?
Rose will point at the dollhouse and will say, "There's a secret door here in the attic.
Oh, thank
Mother.
you.
Didn't want us to know about it, but we knew."
where is the secret door at? And
She
Elle
just
will look
points
at
at the dollhouse.
Yeah, Elle will look at the dollhouse.
Perception check, please.
Uh-oh. Listen, okay, Elle is not a very perceptive person.
Is Elle
Katyana.
more or less perceptive than Rach?
You open up the dollhouse and you can see it's like a perfect replica of the house.
Katyana would also come and hover over Elle's shoulder to try and have
Yeah,
a
everyone
spoon.
just give me perception checks, please.
I think Elle is less perceptive than me.
Cool. Everyone's kind of having a tough time looking through this house just because this dollhouse, just because of how
Wow.
everyone's got advantage as well, but it doesn't matter. You've got it.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
great.
Agitha, as you look at the house, everyone, as you all look at the house, it's like weird. There's hidden areas all over the place, but you can see that in Agitha, you can see that in the room that that Elle and Katyana had gone into is there's a small panel. You put your finger where that panel is, pushing it, and it reveals a spiral staircase that leads down. And as you push your finger on the dollhouse, you hear the grinding of stone from that room.
From the real room.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to look up, are the children still there?
Yes, the children are still there.
Thank you, little ones.
Would you like us to put you with the nursemaid for now?
You're not going to leave us, are you? Thorn sort of chimes in for the first time.
We're gonna help you out by getting rid of the monster in the basement.
Please
Is there
don't
anything-
leave us. Please. It's been so long since we've seen anyone.
If we take you with us, we'll be going into battle. And that's not.
They don't have anything to worry about.
Come with us then. you can hide in the corner whilst we help
Now,
the house.
Katyana, out of the very scared little boy and the sort of more sturdiest girl, out of those two, which one would you feel that you have a bit more of a connection with, if you had to choose?
I think she would naturally gravitate towards the little girl that's, I guess, trying to take care of her brother, because that was a role that she took on as well. So I think probably the little girl.
So with that, as you say, come with us, the little girl actually disappears. And you feel something attach itself to you. You feel that the little girl is kind of hitching a ride with you at the moment. And you gain this, which I am going to DM you. Give me 1 second. Thorn, as his sister disappears, Thorn looks extremely scared at this point and looks at all of you and says, "Oh, I don't want to be here alone. Oh, Thorn, Rose, where are you?"
It's okay, little buddy. Hey, here. What's your bear's name?
So you go close to the spectre, to the spirit.
Yeah.
As you do, Thorn looks up at Thorn looks up at you, and well, you are then possessed by Thorn. And
So she very nice.
I was literally about to put my hand out as well.
At least it was the little guy, you know.
And this is what I'm going to send you. This is what being possessed by Thorn means.
Oh.
Do they get like little temporary perks?
We get little temporary somethings.
Oh.
Are you okay? Are you still in control of yourself?
Oh, why wouldn't I be?
You are afraid?
Yes, this house is terrifying, aren't you? You almost died before. Oh, I couldn't stand to be. Couldn't stand it if
All right. Someone take care of the small man whilst we...
Oh, no, you can take care of me, and holds your hand.
Someone gather the bones then to take to the North Maid.
Not me.
I'll grab the bones.
And we should go into this secret passage.
Oh, do we have to? Will it be dark in there?
It's gonna be dark in there, yes.
Oh, can we bring a torch?
Do you have a torch?
A reminder, I have dark vision. Oh, I don't have one. I don't usually carry one, but it'd feel a lot safer if someone brought one.
If you do not have one, I do not have one. We do not need one. What are you doing?
Will you at least stay next to me?
Katyana would kind of look at Elle.
Please.
And
staring in disbelief that Plont is now crying.
She would kind of take the hand that was being held by Plont and offer it to Angus in so much as she could.
Oh, you.
Can you carry it?
No.
He's just straight ignoring you all at this point.
I think Agitha is going to go through the process of collecting the bones and trying to put it in maybe a bed sheet or something.
So you wrap the bones in the bed sheet, and all of you gather within this room. Lancelot picks up the doll that Rose was quite a Daisy, I think I called the doll, and goes up to you, Katyana, and drops the doll in front of you. And you've got this feeling of yeah, that seems right. You want this doll.
So I would take it and I would tuck it in my...
You feel a lot safer.
Yeah. What are they called? Not a bandolier. The thing that you put your bow in.
Quiver?
Strap.
Quiver?
No, just the strap that you'd
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess the quiver strap.
It's
so she'd tuck it
the quiver, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so she'd tuck it into the strap of that, yeah.
One-handedly, of course, because your other hand is in the iron grip of Plont.
Yeah.
As all of you are in this room now, you see that over here, the wall has opened, leading to a spiral staircase leading down.
Oh, look at that.
Agitha, you put the
You're
bones
gonna-
of the children into the trunk. And
We're
you
gonna
make-
come back and get them after, right?
Yeah, we'll come get him later.
Okay, good.
Ella goes to the door to open it and take a look inside.
Now, as you go to the spiral staircase that leads down, everyone level up, please.
Hey!
What?
Thank God.
How the fuck do we level? Okay, manage.
I know, I don't remember. I'm trying to figure it out.
manage
So
origin
character, go to
levels,
build up.
Level 2.
We return once more as the five of you, with Lancelot, make your way down the stairs. The broken cobwebs around you sway like a gossamer wedding veil, beckoning you forward. You descend down the spiral staircase, the ancient stairs creaking and groaning as you push past the endless rows of cobwebs. The gaping maw of the stairwell draws you deeper, swallowing you up as you descend further down its gullet. You descend 1 floor, 2 floors, 3. The walls of the stone shaft narrow around you, forcing you to hunch your shoulders. Well, except for Plont. Plont is... If Plont wasn't so scared right now, Plont would be very comfortable here. And you pull your elbows in as you continue downwards. In the darkness, you can only hear the shuffle of your feet, the choking groan of the stairs, and the pounding of the blood in your ears. Finally, after what feels like hours, the descent levels out. The spiral staircase ends at a darkened landing of packed earth. A narrow tunnel supported by aged timber braces stretches ahead of you. Its stone walls seem to bleed with deposits of streaked red clay. 8 feet ahead, the tunnel splits, branching to left and right. As your eyes and ears adjust to the cold, subterranean corridor, you notice that the tunnel isn't as silent as the staircase above. An eerie, low-pitched sound echoes through the space, and you soon recognize it as deep, incessant chanting. Now, please give me a moment as I
Move us.
get some stuff
Oh,
sorted.
I don't think we should be down here. Let's just get this done and go. Okay?
That is the plan.
Yes. Good plan.
I would be far better at getting things done if I had both hands.
No, don't go away.
Jesus, this is a big map. Fuck.
Oh no.
So, you
I
find
have a
yourselves
question.
all out here. Yes, go ahead. What is your question?
Are there any animals, and by that I mean insects, spiders, geckos, flies, cockroaches, rats?
You see the skittering of small insects around the walls and around the clay as you all make your way to this sort of corridor. I'm just going to sort of move everyone so that everyone can be seen.
Mhm.
Hang on, I'm going to move Plont close to Katyana because...
I can't see anything.
Could you move Plont a little closer still?
Sorry, give me one...
It's so dark, I can't see in here.
So who can see and who can't see?
I can't see.
I
I'm
cannot
supposed
see.
to be able
I
to see,
can't say shit.
but I can't see at the moment.
I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see, though. I'm human.
You should have a
Always
little
see
bit
in
of
a
a field of
5 feet
vision.
radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have is 5 feet.
I should be able to see everything.
I'm gonna light a torch. So Chris, give me some extra vision. And everyone else, I suppose.
I'm
Everyone
just going to
that's
give
around
everyone
you, right?
15. It's annoying
I'm
'cause
actually
it
keeping
doesn't
track
save.
of how many torches I've lit as well. Like I'm removing them from my inventory.
I don't even have a torch in my inventory.
Not pick the explorer's kit.
I don't think I
Okay.
picked any kit, to be honest.
So,
I
this
see
is
now.
where you.
We've gotten
This
a
is
kit.
where you all are. Where are you going?
I just see black.
Zoom out, scroll up.
I'm zoomed all the way out and scroll all the way up. I see the black rectangle. It's a
refresh?
black rectangle.
Maybe refresh.
It took
No,
a
no, no,
minute to
no.
load
It's
for
fine.
me.
It's fine.
Refreshing.
Oh.
No. It's fine. For some reason, it didn't. It's not saving it for him. So just give me one moment. There we go. You should be able to see.
Hey.
Right.
Oh, well, that's a scary looking corridor.
So you said there were insects, not rats skittering, right?
Oh, there's the odd rat that skitters past.
Oh.
But yeah, there are different insects that scuttle about the mounds of clay that are around.
So you go.
Katyana, do we have to be down there? Can't the others take care of this and we just go back up and play?
Yes, we need to be down here. Stop asking so many questions.
Okay.
So, where is everyone going?
I
I'm
actually
heading north.
I guess, do we have a very pretty good idea as to which direction to go towards the chanting?
Yeah, can we
No.
hear it?
Or is it
It's
too
just-
labyrinthian?
It's echoing all around the place at this current present time.
Okay. In that case, then, I would like to approach a rat. And before it skitters away, I'm going to use my Eldritch Invocation Beast Whispers to be that traditional witch bitch and
Yeah.
talk to the animals. However, while they're doing that, it does seem like they kind of hunch over a little bit, and there's some haggish, not no mutations, but it looks like it's a natural sort of state to slip into. And they make strange noises, but they do talk to the rat. Hey, you little one.
Yes?
We need your help.
What do you need?
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Where is it coming from?
Give me one moment.
I love Rat Chris already.
Rat Chris is probably one of my favorite versions of Chris.
Making Chris RP a rat is just.
Thank you,
it
honey.
rhymes. It just rhymes.
From the walls.
In the walls?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Away from monsters.
Where are the monsters?
Everywhere.
Great, love that.
How about this? You come with us, we protect you, and you just tell us when there are monsters nearby.
Give me a charisma, please.
Not animal
Trying to
handling.
convince a rat.
Oh,
Do you have any cheese?
animal handling. Animal handling. Yeah, no, that's fair. Animal handling.
Do you have any cheese? Might sweeten the deal.
Sounded like you were starting the.
May I do
Appearance.
persuasion?
Nope. Animal handling.
God damn it!
May I offer you persuasion
you were
instead?
starting Kieran's fucking re-screech Emma for her birthday.
No, you're all gonna die. And it scuttles
we
off
all
your
gonna
shoulder.
You can't hear it. You
Oh, I
just
can't
can't
hear
hear
it.
it. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It scuttles off your shoulder and disappears into the darkness.
So are you, little one. And all your family, too. They don't know.
Perhaps we continue straight for some time first?
Aaron, what have I told you? Do not move until we have made decisions on where we're going. So
I think we should
where is
go
he?
north.
No.
I vote. Luelle votes north.
Is that straight?
No,
It's up.
Straight would be south.
Oh.
I'm assuming it would be. I'm assuming when you say straight, you mean south.
Yeah,
Yeah.
north is
I
up.
want to go north.
Down. Straight would be south. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take a piton is like one of those tent pegs, right? I'm just gonna take one of them out, and I'm assuming they're stone walls or clay walls, right?
yep.
So just if we need it, I can like make little markings on the wall. But yeah, I think we should just go forward for now.
Cool. So now you can go forward into that room, Aaron, and I'm going to assume that this is the marching order.
Katyana's going to be visibly annoyed by the fact that they didn't agree to her idea.
The idea of what?
To her, like, suggestion. Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. She would be, like, visibly frustrated that they didn't go with her plan.
Me and Angus wanted to go north, and
Yeah.
I think you
Where your muscle?
Aggie wanted to go south.
I wanted to go south too.
So
Well, we're already here.
Oh, Kieran.
the group of you arrive in here.
No.
Katyana in particular, a bit annoyed that being told what to do and not being listened to. But you all arrive in this area. There is a wooden table with 4 chairs that stand at the east end of this room. To the west lie 4 shadowed alcoves chiseled from the stone and picked clay of the walls. There isn't... Yeah, so you see like sort of straw beds within this this area.
Are they just... It's empty completely?
Completely
These
empty.
are-
But they are moldy from what you can see.
Okay.
Boring.
There's nothing on the table?
Nothing on the table other than some used cutlery, but the cutlery, the cutlery has mold on it. It's been quite a while since it's been used.
Okay.
All right.
Well, maybe Katya was right.
There is a
Maybe
staircase.
she was.
There literally is a staircase down here that Angus can see.
Oh, there's a staircase?
Yeah.
Oh, let's take the staircase then. Just kidding, Katya. You were wrong still. Sorry.
Oh no,
Where did Katyana go?
I'm in the middle of the room.
She's in the
Oh,
room.
you're on Plont. Okay, gotcha.
No, Plont's just staying very close.
Is.
Plont nudges you. Sorry, not Plont. Lancelot nudges you to sort of move forward.
Oh, okay.
So,
Can I do a perception to see if, I don't want to be ambushed.
yeah, sure. No, well, I mean, you've all got passive perception, so I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
What about these rooms?
Okay, so you arrive here, you see the ceiling of this dark earthen chamber rises a foot higher than the cramped tunnel. It's supported by thick wooden posts and crossbeams that have rotted with age and bear deep holes indicative of hungry insects. Here, a lonely well sits at the center of this room, surrounded on 3 sides by several smaller alcove-like chambers that have been carved into the walls. Old footprints crisscross the floor, leading into the alcoves. Around the well, up a staircase and on the other end of the room, and back up the stairs the way that you came. An old hempen rope attached to a rusty pulley descends past the mouth of the well, swaying gently in the stagnant air, as if just abandoned by an unseen occupant. So, just give me 1 moment, I just want to double check something. Cool. Alright. So, you're checking the alcove areas, you're checking all the areas around here? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are these like
Katyana would
chests?
drag on with her as she went.
Yeah. You see, so as you
Get
all...
off of my character, Kieran!
Oh, but I just want to stay close. It's scary down here.
As you all sort of start exploring some of these rooms, you see that they are that they have moldy straw mattresses and beds and wooden chests as well. Each chest has a secure rusty padlock on it, and there's also a footlocker as well in the rooms too.
Luelle is gonna attempt to break the rusty lock off
Mhm.
and take a look inside.
Okay, so you're in that area there. I just need to figure out what one is there. Okay, no, sorry. You're in the area. So Luelle, you are in the area that has the footlocker in it. The others have the chest, the chest with the rusty padlock. So
Okay.
you're just going to open the footlocker.
Yeah.
Okay, you see a eye patch within, and you also see a logbook bound in grimy black leather. You start looking through this this book, and it's a journal that maintains a list of names, physical descriptions, and details of some sort of event. You see that there is such things like there's different columns within this logbook with different names, and the first column has like different names of different people, whereas the third column bears some details such as that says struggled profusely, no sedative given. And then in the middle, you can just see dead for each one of these names. Does anybody else investigate any of the chests?
Yeah. I'm gonna go in here. Is there a chest in this general one?
Yes.
Be
yes, there
careful.
is. Did you want to use your thieves' tools on it?
Yes.
Give me a dexterity check, please.
Are you joking?
The rusted lock, it looks old, but it's still fairly sturdy, the mechanism inside, so it does not give way.
Might I try?
Sure.
May I borrow your tools?
Katyana would hand them over because the lady's being polite and asking nicely and not just telling her what to do.
So, give me a dexterity check, please, Agitha.
Would it be sleight of hand or anything, or just dex?
It just says dex here, so...
This is for picking a lock?
It's weird because it just says dex.
I think it's dex, but if you're proficient with thieves' tools, you add your proficiency bonus to it.
So that's 19.
Cool. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
I am.
The
A bitch has
rusted
secret.
lock opens. It drops to the ground. You open the chest, and you see that there is a small pouch inside, a pouch of leather of some kind. You go to grab it. It jingles as you grab it. Give me a medicine check, please.
Nat 20.
Jesus.
Nice.
Should have saved that for the
is-
battle we're about to get in.
It is the pouch is just not normal leather. It's made of human skin.
Gross.
That's nasty.
What's in it?
You open it. 11 gold, 11 GP, and 60 SP.
Nice. They'll reach in to the human bag, and take out the 60 silver pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And places that in Katyana's hands and says, "Thank you very much for letting me use your tools."
Katyana's momentarily distracted by the
Money.
money, yeah, and
Yeah.
tucks it away.
And then I tie the human bag and put it into my possessions.
Angus, what are you doing? Are you doing anything in particular, or are you just gonna try to move forward?
Just watching the next sort of angle of attack. And I've unequipped my greatsword, and now I'm holding a big heater shield.
I'm gonna try the next room
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
open up.
Yep. So just give me a strength check to try to just destroy the lock.
10.
10. It's a fairly, as I said, the locks are rusted, so it's not hard to do. The lock breaks. It does take a little bit more effort than you hoped. And the lock drops down on the ground, and you can see, you open the chest and you see that it contains an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles.
Okay, that's it? That's all that's in there?
It's worth money if you want to sell it, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah,
I'll just tell you, 25 GP, so just put in the note, 25 GP.
Okay. Nice.
What are we doing now, gang?
So which one's been explored?
There's another chest, isn't there?
Is this where there's another chest in here?
Yep, there's a chest in that room, and yep, so give...
2 more rooms.
So if you want to check those... Yeah, if you want to check those, strength check or dexterity check if you're using thieves' tools, just go ahead and do it. We'll just get that out of the way. Get the looting out of the way, I should say.
All right, I'll break this other one.
Fucking better.
19.
12 strength check against this one.
We'll start with Katyana. You manage to unlock the chest. Opening it, you see 3 moss agates. Agate.
Agates.
Yeah.
They are worth 10 GP each, and they're folded in pieces of black cloth.
Oh, can I have one?
Are you going to behave?
I have been, haven't I?
If I can have my hand back, you can have one.
Okay, but I might need it again soon.
She would give him one of them, and they said there were 10.
And he's
No,
holding onto it.
Sorry, there's not 10. There's 3 of them, and they're worth 10 each.
Yeah, cool. So there were 10 GP each. Yeah.
L, as the lock breaks on this one, you open it a little bit more easy. This particular one, you open the chest, and you see a silvered short sword.
Is it just valuable or is it actually usable?
It's usable, but it is worth something. If you want to put the price in there, it's worth 110 GP.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take the item.
Cool. So, now that everything's all kind of been looted around here, where are we going now? Are we continuing down the path? Are we...
Yeah, we may as well.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's anything else that kind of leaps out to us in terms of like investigate.
Do I have my night vision, or do I only have Angus's?
You should... everyone should just have 15. I've just given everyone 15 just for the sake of ease. So you all make your way up the stairs. The staircase leads to a quiet landing. To the front of the stairs, continue up and vanish around the bend. To the right of the landing, continues straight into a lonely corridor. This tunnel hallway seems relatively clean and bereft of debris. At its far end, another earthen staircase descends into darkness. The incessant chanting that has filled the air of this underground complex goes stronger and stronger towards the far end of this corridor. Its source seems to lie beyond the descending stairs. So, I'm moving you back, Aaron. The sound of chanting seemed to be coming from here, but there's also a staircase going down here as well. So, what do you do?
I say we're going to the belly of the beast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Why don't we go this other way first?
Angus, can you give
I go on my
me...
own.
That is my decision.
Angus, can you give me a wisdom check, please? A perception, sorry. Cool. So, Angus steps forward while you're all deciding what to do. As you step forward, Angus, the floor beneath you falls. As you tumble down into a pit, there is... it's a 10-foot deep pit under several rotted wooden planks as the wooden planks just collapse underneath you. And there are sharpened spikes at the bottom of this pit. So you take 3 bludgeoning damage and 11 piercing damage as you fall into the spikes. So 14 in total, 14 damage in total. So all of you kind of, as you're arguing what to do, suddenly you just hear this crack of wood as Angus falls down into the darkness.
Oh, what was that?
That was an idiot meeting his fate.
Oh. Angus, are you okay?
Maybe you should go hold his hand.
No, I don't think so.
The time for pettiness isn't now. Hero, are you still alive down there?
Does anyone have some rope? Can we get him back up?
Do I have rope? That's a good question.
You just see a rope come out of the hole. He throws his own rope out of the hole.
Oh, I thought it was a snake. Oh,
Is there anything to tie it to?
surely Elle can pull him up.
You can tie it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
I
around my
weigh
waist.
nearly 400 pounds.
How much do I weigh?
Probably about the same.
I'm a big girl in this game.
But with the armor as
You're
well.
strong.
Yeah. It's the wrong wall belt.
It'll be a team effort. Come on, let's pull him out.
So
guess, yeah.
eventually,
Pretty
after
easily.
some effort, Angus is pulled out of the pit. A few wounds on him as he's been grazed by the spikes that are down in this pit. But he's
Probably rest.
taken a little bit of damage.
Healing straight away.
But the 5 of you, are you all going to continue down this pathway towards the stairs where the chanting is coming?
Carefully, I think.
Yeah, very carefully.
We should let Katya go first. You're good at finding these kinds of traps, right?
I think I
Does
do
any-
have something.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
no.
have a piton, maybe?
A what?
A piton. Piton?
Oh, yeah, she's already got one in her hand.
You can maybe use it to tap the ground, make sure there's no traps up ahead.
Aren't they really small?
I thought they were like a stick.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I mean, I can probably give that to
Someone
Katyana.
with more HP.
So,
Yeah.
you all continue checking to see if there's any traps forward. You continue towards the stairs. You reach. I'm just going to move everyone down here. Angus, Lancelot runs up between the group to you and starts looking at you to make sure that you're okay.
Are you gonna roll Angus Lancelot's healing or
There's no healing that the dog can do.
Wait a minute.
Just emotional healing.
What did we call the dog again?
Lancelot?
Look, Lancelot.
Lancelot? I
Multi-poo.
speak to Lancelot.
Mm.
I can talk to animals. Oh my god. Hey boy.
Hey boy!
Yeah.
How are you?
Hurt.
You say hurt?
Hurt. As he kind of like licks at Angus.
Yes. He is.
Moving on.
I didn't think this far ahead. It's nice to meet you, Lancelot.
Meet you before.
Yep. And then I'll keep going.
So,
I kind of love that Lancelot is a New Zealand dog. I just
Yeah.
love that.
I
The
think
five
Barney
of
did
you-
that literally just for the lulz. Like, just so that we could hear Chris's Lancelot.
No, I just remembered. I'm like, wait a minute. I can talk to animals. And we've had an animal with us the entire time.
What have you done, Chris?
I've moved you to where you need to be.
Recruited 5 chaos goblins and started a game with us. That's what
Yep.
he's done.
All right. So, The five of you make your way down the stairs. The dark set of chiseled stone descends deep into the darkness. It's clear that the origin of the muffled, diabolic chanting you've been hearing lies below. As you make your way down, the chanting becomes clearer to you.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to hear it soon.
Oh, sorry, got ahead of ourselves.
But you make your way, the words, the chanting, he is ancient, he is the land.
Are we in Munich?
No, Barovia.
We don't cross the stream.
Is this Schloss? He is the land.
But you make your way down further into a room festooned with mouldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand he holds a smoky grey crystal orb. The room has exits in the west and north walls. The chanting can be heard coming from the west.
What are these alcoves?
So the alcoves have different items within them. Sorry.
What's the one I'm stood next to? Looks like a sword.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. Just give me a moment. I'm just trying to figure out because there should be something here in my notes about this, but it's. Oh yeah, okay, for some reason I was... Okay. You see... Okay, so I'm just going to go over all the different objects as you look at them. There's a vial of coagulated blood, a lock of auburn hair woven into a figure eight, a finger that is mummified, a medal that is... a sun symbol made from woven wicker, a patch of dry human skin similar to the pouch that you have. There's also a vial of what looks to be murky water, very similar to the water that you awoke in, Agitha. A desiccated ear of an elf, an angelic feather, a wooden figurine of a black knight bearing the emblem of a rose, a severed raven's talon. And there is Agitha, what draws you is in one of the alcoves is a small chunk of amber resin that calls to you.
Okay. I will approach carefully.
Yeah, you pick it up. The whispers intensify in your head as you get closer. Almost as if it's reminding you of the voice that beckoned towards you. Sorry, just give me a moment. I just noticed that the... Okay. So, it's almost like the fogs that had beckoned, the mists that had beckoned to you. But as you go to grab it, other than feeling this sort of power within you, it's there's not a lot more than that. But once again, the chanting of "He is ancient, He is the land" reverberates through these corridors. Anything else that anybody wants to do while you're in this room?
I'm looking down this path here, and I see water.
Yes.
Is it? What am I looking at? Is it like a room that has flooded? Like, is it a slide? Are there stairs?
You see that the floor is submerged beneath 2 feet of dark, murky water that sloshes around where the drop is. The tunnel forward is blocked by a rusty iron portcullis. Beyond its iron bars, you can make out the dark outline of a half-submerged chamber and a raised stone dais, in a thick cloud of rolling mist.
Probably shouldn't go down there. It's very intriguing.
I think that exploring there next is a great plan for the start of next session.
Call it now.
So,
Yeah, I think now would be a good time to cut if
before we
everyone's
go
cool with
any
that.
further.
There is
Yes.
one. No.
Oh,
If
okay.
we're going to do this, we're going to get in the room.
Elle does not dismiss you. I do.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Chris.
Please stay in your seats.
Yeah.
So, do you try to open the portcullis?
Portcullis is, I'm not gonna lie. but-
It's like a gate, like a sort of like iron gate that you.
Think medieval iron
is this,
gate that
is
you can
this
see
the gate
through.
here? In the water? Is
Yes.
it right there? Okay, yeah, I'll open it.
Give me an athletics check, please.
11.
With a heave, you begin to start bringing up the iron portcullis. Give me another roll, as I'm going to assume other people are going to help.
Yeah, I'll help.
Oh, that was terrible. 7.
Alright.
It was on a 20 and then it just rolled right over
That's
to the
fine.
side.
That's fine. I'm adding these two together. It's okay. So, the gate, with a lot of strength, you begin to open it with the assistance of Katyana next to you. The gate is opened as you kind of are holding it up.
Power.
Both of you allowing everyone to kind of just duck in behind you, duck in between you. So, I'm just going to make things a little simpler here and have everyone come into here. And as Katyana and Al are holding the portcullis open, do you two go in, knowing that it's going to close behind you? You see that there is a wheel within this like chamber,
Yeah.
where it looks like it might be able to be opened from the inside.
Yeah. I would say we go in.
You both walk in as the gate slams down and the chanting stops. As you peer into this 40-foot square room, the smooth masonry walls providing excellent acoustics, featureless stone pillars supporting the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall leads into the dark cave within the refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor, and stairs lead to a dry stone ledge that hugs the wall. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling above the stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dried blood. You see a small bundle on the dais itself.
Oh no.
Who goes to investigate?
I'm looking at a pile of stuff over here. What is that?
I'll go to have a little bit of a look at the bundle, but I'm not going to touch the bastard.
I have mage hand.
What is this bundle here? This like pile of crap. Are these bones or?
I was going to say I think that's bones.
Armor or is it armor? I think weapons.
It's you're investigating that for now. Who's investigating the dais?
Me.
Okay. As you go and look at the dais, you see that the bundle is there. It resembles the size and shape of an infant wrapped in swaddling clothing, and there is you go and open it, and you see a rusted dagger painted red with blood. That is when the chanting begins once more. As you look at this, maybe putting the pieces together of what the sacrifice was down here, you all begin to feel an oppressive feeling as the chant of "one must die" continues through this chamber. And
Of
with
course.
that, we will end today's session of Curse of Strahd.
I concur, Chris. That was a much better place to end than before going into this room. Fucking hell. You got a flair for that, don't you?
Uh-huh. So, with that all done, thank you all so much for joining us and for being here. Let's say goodbye to our lovely heroes as we've saved one today, only to realize that one must die. Starting with, we'll say goodbye to everyone, starting with Rach. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Rachel or SwtBeat on Twitch and other social media. And I was playing Luelle L. Goreaxe, the human paladin.
Hi guys.
I forgot to say that I'm streaming again, and I'll be streaming this
Yeah.
weekend at 12. So come stop by on Twitch.
Yes.
Cool. Hi guys, my name is AranMusicProductions, AranMP, loads of other things. I am not streaming, but I do work here on Role Playe Nights quite frequently, and I am a player here. I was playing Angus Ridgecliffe, the folk hero. You might have noticed he got very tense and quiet in the last few scenes of this game. Wonder why that was. Maybe we'll find out.
Hi, I'm Kieran, aka KaradanZero. I'm an Australian variety streamer. I sometimes stream with my girlfriend Emma. My wife Emma, who's actually secretly in love with Simone. If you guys would like to come see me, I stream on Mondays and Fridays on Twitch, and I was playing the always charmingly creepy Plont Grefla.
And I am SimoneIsSimone, aka SimoneIsSimothy, aka Karadan1. I don't stream on Twitch, but I will be soon. Keep an eye out for that. And I have been playing Katyana, who is secretly, desperately in love with Plont Grefla, but hides it so well.
And I am Satanic__Bunny, also known as Bun Bun, and you can find me on Twitch at Satanic__Bunny, on Twitter at SatanicBunny2. I'm thinking about making a TikTok. We will see. And I played as Agitha Thistlecrown, the twice damned warlock.
And I am your dungeon master, Unemployed Rider.
And you just barely keep control of this group of people.
I barely keep control, but, we get there in the end.
We're still more on track than Sticks and Bones.
Oh, you're very much still more on track than Sticks and Bones. So, thank you all so much for joining. You're already here, Role Playe Nights. Follow us on YouTube. See you all next time as one must die.
Bye.
Bye.